Alright, good morning. This is Eric with Easy Peasy Ranch. So we have another Santa Ana wind event coming to our area that is supposed to be really, really bad. Trying to talk pretty quiet just because our son is still asleep. So we had our propane company come out this morning and fill up our tanks. So we're completely full on the tank that feeds our heater and stove. Let's go over to the other side and see how much they filled up the tank that feeds our generator, because chances are we're going to get another public power safety shut off. So as you saw, that one's full as well. We're good to go. Gonna kind of hunker down. We spent some time last night after our son went to bed and secured our trees, kind of set stuff off to the side that is gonna potentially blow around. Oh, it's cold. So we're good to go. We're as good as we could get. I'm gonna kind of try to document some of the wind. We're supposed to get gusts that are over 50 miles an hour, maybe closer to 70. I don't have a wind meter, but regardless, I'm gonna be able to tell. One thing about this house is it's not super airtight, so we hear the wind all night long. The last wind event we had while I was down from my surgery, it was loud. I didn't sleep the whole night, nor did my wife, so we'll see what happens. But let's get on the road and let's see if we see anything later on today when it comes to the wind. Also, this sunrise is so pretty. Yet again, another reason why we love it here. All right, let's go. Also, don't mind the mess, we gotta get in here and clean this place up. So I went to physical therapy yesterday, talked to my doctor about this brace, and essentially where we're at is I can have it off for about an hour a day, which I'm gonna be real honest, I've done longer than that, even though I know I shouldn't. So at least we're making some progress. I really can't wait to get it off, only because it's really annoying, number one. Number two, that handpiece, obviously it's still messing up my grip, but the most annoying thing about it is we don't know how to clean it, so it stank. So if you have any insight from having shoulder surgery and having a handpiece like that, let me know what you did, for the love of God. It smells so bad. All right, we got it on. The other thing is I got wrenched on really hard yesterday and I am in a crap ton of pain. So, you know, doctor said to drink some whiskey last night, so that's what I did. So let's go. No, I'm completely sober. Just get that out of the way. Yesterday I stayed local, so today my brother's staying local. Today I'm gonna be going out to Orange County to hit jobs out there, and from that point we'll make our way home. I'm guessing I'll get home probably around 4-ish, closer to 5. We'll see. I think it's gonna be a long day. Kind of getting on the road late, but also at the same time, getting myself dressed right now is a chore. Yeah, you've been through it, you know. We're finished for the day. We're making our way home. Wind's definitely obviously picked up around here, blowing pretty good. Feed store out here in Temecula, as you can see, all the dirt's blowing all over the place. So we'll see what it looks like when we start heading back into the hills. I'm kind of curious as to see how bad it is. Our wife told me that the power is still on. At least that was about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago or something like that, I think, maybe. But we know that it's coming and we're fully anticipating it. So let's just wait for this light to turn and we'll start heading back into the hills. Currently I've got the wind in my back and it's not too bad. I actually feel like I had a worse wind when I was coming back through Orange County into Corona. But yeah, it's not terrible right now. We'll see what happens as we go further south and then up the hill. We are about halfway to the road that leads up to our house, and the wind is finally whipping pretty hard through here. It's kind of like an open valley, and it just comes flying down the hill and picks up speed. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. At least on the wheel, it feels pretty hard. The camera ain't gonna do it justice as far as what I'm dealing with right now. But yeah, we're gonna be facing a headwind going up the hill. Curious to see if I'm gonna use more battery in this car than I usually do going home. Probably will. Yeah, crazy weather. Pretty crazy. Let alone too, supposedly there was some rain that came through the area, and then there was snow that dropped on the local mountains, which that's the first precipitation we've had in a long time. All right, sure enough, getting up this hill, wind is whipping pretty hard. So we'll see what we walk into when we get to the house. I'm a little curious to see how bad it is. You can probably hear the wind's going pretty good right now. Still not as bad as I thought it would be, but we'll see what tonight brings. I know tomorrow is probably when it's going to be the worst, but we'll see what we capture in the middle of the night. I'm curious to see when the power goes out. All right, go inside, have some dinner, relax for a little bit. All right, so it's blowing pretty good right now. We're heading down to the trailer to put the jacks down. I'm sure you all already know that LA is already basically completely on fire. So we're just gonna make sure that the trailer's good. That way we know, oh God, I can't see. That way we know in the middle of the night we don't worry about it blowing over, because the wind seems like it's kind of pointing towards the trailer. Hopefully the light doesn't go up. I'm not gonna say good morning because it's not a good morning. Fires went rampant last night. I'll kind of do a screenshot of the Watch Duty app, but as you could probably hear in the background, maybe, our generator kicked on about, what time is it? About 14 minutes ago. And so we're now out of power. There's a fire that's pretty close to us right now. So we're gonna go drive to the top of the hill and see if we can see it. So kind of hard to tell off in the distance, but there's some smoke right over there. I'm just hoping that the flames don't start making their way this way. Y'all are aware of the fires that are going on in the Palisades area, as well as Altadena and one other location. It's on the Watch Duty map that I put up. Yeah, pretty insane. You know, word is supposedly that there's an arsonist going around lighting off these fires. The validity of that, I don't know, but it would make sense. Again, if you look at the map, it shows essentially almost like a circle of fires. So, you know, hopefully no more spark up today, and we just hope that, you know, no one else loses their houses or their lives or their animals. This stuff freaking sucks, and it's really sad. People are freaking sick, man, I'll tell you. Yeah, I don't understand why people do what they do. Yeah, well, we'll keep you updated. I'm probably staying home from work today just to make sure that if something pops up, we'll be okay. All right, we'll check in a little bit. I'm pulling back out of the garage again, and as you can tell, I have my vest on. Forward progress of the fire has stopped, so we're gonna go hit some local jobs today, stay close to home. I'm guessing I'll be home by noon, just to play it safe. I'm a little uneasy today, especially I'm gonna have my mother-in-law over here too, even though it's gonna be a huge help for my wife if she needs to get out. But just in case, I wanna be able to haul butt up the mountain if I need to. So, fingers crossed, and we'll see what happens. We are making our way back right now. I'm about halfway, actually no, I'm almost all the way back to the entrance to our community. We're gonna go drive by where the fire popped off near our house first, and then we'll go home and kind of see what's going on with the generator and see how we're holding up. All right, we're coming up to it right now. I flipped my car around up in town to come back the other way. That way you can kind of see the fire better. Because coming from the west going east, it's kind of difficult to see. But once I get over to where it is, I'm going to slow down just a little bit. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing, see where the fire actually was. I'm not sure if houses burned or not. I thought that a house was burned down. So forgive me if there was, and forgive me also if there wasn't. I couldn't really tell just from the drive-by that I just did. We are home and generator's still going. I think we're gonna be without power probably until Friday. Today is Wednesday, midday. Actually later than midday, it's about 2:30-ish right now. So currently, obviously you hear it running. As far as the amount of propane we've used so far, let me look at this thing. So that's barely moved, which is good. That means we're not using too much power in the house. Generator's not having to ramp up and ramp back down. Everything else here is kind of holding up. That was already broken. I'm not noticing any shingles coming off of the roof so far, at least. Let's see. Yeah, no, everything's holding on. I'm kind of shocked that the roof is holding on just because the winds have been crazy. Good morning. So a little bit of story time. Obviously this whole thing's a story. So yesterday evening around 4:30-ish, our power ended up coming back on. Now that's great and all, but no kidding, not even an hour later, the winds started picking up again. So it's been literally all night, crazy wind. Power went off on one of the parts of the local community nearby. We'll see if our power goes out again. I really hope that they actually do turn it off because of the added fire risk danger. There's been a huge debate too as far as whether or not doing these public safety power shutoffs is a good thing. I think they're a good thing. The last thing we need is for our power lines to start a fire. So, you know, if power goes out again today, it is what it is. The generator will keep us sustained. I'm looking at it right now. I don't see a green blinking light. I didn't hear it either, obviously. So as of right now, we still have power. We'll see what happens later in the day. The wind is supposed to calm down though this afternoon. So that way we can actually, hopefully, be on a stint of actually having some power for a few more days until the next winds come. So we'll see what happens. Today I'm going out far, staying local after that, and then hopefully getting home at a decent hour. So we're finally home for the day. Generator hasn't come back on, although parts of the town next to ours, their power went out. So for whatever reason, we still have ours on. That's cool with us, whatever. Video hasn't been super informative, but also this is kind of a glimpse into life in rural America. So if you like this video, please like it. If you like our content, please check out other stuff on our channel. I'm trying to make videos every single week. Please check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Easy Peasy Ranch. And please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Please comment down below if you've ever had to deal with an outage. If you've been in Southern California for any length of time, I'm sure you have. If you have a backup generator, what are you using to power your house? Yeah, let us know. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time. This is Eric with Easy Peasy Ranch. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.